Hey.
Hey dude, did you find anything?
Oh man, did I? I found an old record player in one of these destroyed houses.
That's cool, I guess.
You wanna suck each other off while listening to opera music?
Are you dicking around right now?
No man, I'm just trying to keep it real. I mean, you seem like the kind of guy who'd want to get his dick sucked while listening to opera music. And, well, I'm the kind of guy who'd want to get his dick sucked while listening to opera music. So, you know, maybe we should...
What is wrong with you?
Nothing, man. I just think, you know, we could really help each other out. Okay, was that the no kind of walking away, or the yeah, let's go do it kind of walking away?
I only carry 4 passengers tonight, but...
Hold it!
But what? So there are only 4 passengers in your carriage, but you didn't charge them the standard 4 pence fare. Is that what you say? This is impossible to McDonald's right until you pay! It's so cold! I'm getting chill when listening from you. It was terrible! Made myself a pat on the back. Then get dedicated customers over an extra penny per passenger. You're digging a deeper hole for yourself here. I had to pay 5 pence for the bus.
Hold it!
Does that mean everyone on board and I paid 5 pence? Instead of 4? I paid 5 pence too, sir. And I just told you that I did. That fair 5 pence across the board. That's something to be proud of. So-called discrepancy my learned friend identified was nothing of the sort. Took the phantom killer so desperately needed. It's gone. A phantom! Have you if it ever existed in the first place? It filled us on the ferry did. And I saw that blood-curdling sight as well. It's all too much. What'd you see? This blood-curdling sight? You mean the murder, I presume? Yeah! It sucks. I didn't mean to click on that. Oh, well, not exactly. I mean, I didn't actually see the exact moment the gem was stabbed. Oh! Really? We have another witness who did, however, the banker who said it. Yeah. The banker Jen next to me, take a sharp intake of breath, you see. And that's only for grass. That's when I saw the horrible blade poking out from its belly, all covered in blood. Jeez, I'm seeing a knife now. I can't help screaming even when I'm eating. I tell you, I saw McGildy stabbing that man. Everything I said before stands.
Hold it!
What'd you see? That's what I said, isn't it? It's bothering me before this was. For a brief moment, he hesitated before answering the question. Anyway, there's only 2 of them inside the carriage, wasn't there? There's a bunch of talk with his passenger, but he had 0 evidence. No one's reacting. Testify that you saw the moment that Sven allegedly stabbed him, didn't you? Yeah. You said that the victim was on the floor and described the assailant holding a knife in an ice pick grip. I suppose I might have, yes. Put the cart before the horse, maybe. What? I was driving the horse when I heard a scream from the seats. Oh yeah, that was me. When it turned around, yes, I saw through the skylight. The gentleman on the floor and the knife was sticking out in his midriff. That's right, the fellow holding his handle was a famous man, yes. You didn't see the moment the victim was actually stabbed at all? I really thought I did, but... I already got my head. No, I didn't actually see the precise moment the stabbing did it.
Excuse me.
What's up with you? Listen to me. He didn't really see the exact moment the fellow stabbed. What are your chances that... Are you asking me or telling me? No chance. It is a little hard to believe, certainly. What's your time peeping through a skylight on top of an omnibus, that is? Peeping? I'm a respectable city banker. I know I saw. I remember. It was clear as day. It was a grim scene, don't mind telling you. Thank you, Mr. Fairplay. Or excuse me if I was getting a little hot under the collar there, my lord. Oh, I can do that, alright. I'll tell you how grim this whole scene was. You think I'd forget the sight of those blood-soaked hands after the butcher stabbed the man?
Hold it!
Blood-soaked? Yeah! Soaked is lying on a little thick, but anyway, there was definitely blood all over them. Both of them were covered in it. You saw that from the roof? Through the skylight. The skylight's reasonably large, so I had a pretty good view. And there was a lamp on the inside of the carriage as well. So I'm quite sure what I saw. That's when you should present evidence.
Objection!
Oh. Blood-soaked hands. That sun might be laying on all thick, but anyway, there was definitely blood all over them. Both of them were covered in it. Well, I'm very sorry to disagree, Mr. Fairplay, but that's more than a little peculiar. What? What are you fucking talking about, you little motherfucker? Okay, you gotta calm down here. This is just a case about murder. We gotta be professional. Yeah. It certainly does appear to be a sizable dark-colored stain here. But as I'm sure you clearly see, it's only on the right-hand glove. Yeah? It's shown Mr. Fairplay. Testimony is inconsistent. But they can't be. A liar! That's right. It's fair play. The last statement was a lie.
Objection!
He's gonna be like, who cares?
Objection!
No, this guy must have been asleep too, or something. He was like looking to his right. I think I have no reason to lie, but what if shows man compelling reason to lie in his testimony. Oh yeah, I got something. Are you sure? Uh-huh. Demonstrate why Mr. Fairplay has a huge reason to lie. Sure. I hate this guy too. So, what demonstrates more for the just lay it on me, kid. This is a list of the debtors who owe money to Mr. McGilded. Yes, a list of innocent victims crippled by the accused's extortion. The point is, among the names of debtors, your name, Mr. Bruce Fairplay. Are you in debt financially to the accused? It's barely worth me called a debt. According to ledger, you owe 20 guineas, not an inconsiderable sum of money, wouldn't you say? Well, what of it? Just suppose Mr. McGilded were to be found guilty of murder. What would become your debt in that case? These documents state that the loan agreement is forged between two individual parties, therefore, were the creditor of the defendant here to be sentenced to capital punishment, all outstanding debts which were owed to him would be annulled. Cease to exist. Fair play, is it not the case that you claim that your testimony to have seen something you never in fact saw? Mr. Bruce Fairplay. Yes, my lord. Let me ask you again, and be aware that your answer may have most serious implications upon your future, sir. Did you or did you not see the precise moment in time which the defendant is alleged to have thrust a knife into the victim? Your silence speaks volumes. You did not tell the truth in your testimony at all. Alright, now let's not make a melodrama out of this. Perhaps I did overstate the true pinch. A pinch, but it makes no difference. I definitely remember seeing blood on Mr. McGilded's hands, both of them. And yet, only one of the defense gloves, which we here have evidence, is stained. So you keep saying. I wonder if I might be allowed to speak. Well, the thing is, I think I remember seeing it myself as it happens. Seeing what? The blood, sir, on the assailant's hands. I think, yes. I'm almost sure that was both of his hands, not just one. Appear that we're going to need further testimony from all you witnesses. So, tell us what you did not see. Okay, we're kind of close to the end. Unless something crazy is revealed to us. There was blood on both hands on the assailant. I sincerely and distinctly remember that. However, I suppose you might say I didn't see the exact moment the stabbing transpired, if that matters. I remember seeing the knife, and I remember seeing both the attacker's hands with blood on them. I didn't actually see anything. No, not until I heard the scream. Anyway, the fact remains there can't have been anyone else inside the carriage. Lo and behold, true to the fact, not one of you was a witness to the crucial moment of the crime that was perpetrated. But there was no one else inside the carriage, and the man's hands were covered in blood. That much incriminating evidence is tantamous. That's not what the testimony is about. Let's examine the interior real quick. blood on the seat. There's no substantial nor significant change in the facts of the case. Cross-examination, please, counsel. It tells us otherwise. We have gloves this defendant was wearing on the night of the question in court. I'm aware of that, but nevertheless, I know that I saw it and I stand by it. He had blood both of his hands. One hand or two, the salient point remains unchanged. Minutes after the crime, the victim's blood dripped guilty from his fingers. He's like, that's odd. I suppose you might say that I didn't see the exact moment the stabbing transpired, if that matters. Don't try to downplay this. It's not the exact moment of the crime. It's a matter of fundamental importance, you know. We're crying out loud. We all know that no one else could possibly have done it. I'm trying to save us all some time. So we have a loan of 20 guineas outstanding with the defendant, aren't you not? Hey, you hope to release yourself from the financial burden by ensuring the defendant was found guilty? It's entirely not what I was hoping for. I just lost a guinea or 10 when I backed the wrong horse derby. What's going on at all? There's a fixture this weekend. I'm a banker. I think you may have revealed a little more about your character than you bargained for, sir. His witness scruples are not on trial here. So you to the next witness. Is that really how it's supposed to work? I remember seeing the knife, and I remember seeing both the attacker's hands with blood on them. You definitely saw that too? Blood on both hands. Yeah! I mean, I know what you're going to say. One was the gloves. That's right. Thing is, as far as I remember, sir, when I looked down, saw Mr. McGilden sitting beside the other fellow, and I believe he was wearing any gloves. He wasn't wearing these gloves. That's correct, sir, and I saw blood on both his bare hands quite clearly. The dark colored stain in dark leather gloves wouldn't have been easy to see. I should point out that the police officer who apprehended the accused on the night in question reported that there was no trace of blood on Mr. McGilden's gloved hands. Was it blood on his hands? That's very puzzling indeed. Yeah! That's insane! That's completely... something happened there. Hold it! Thank you. You didn't see anything. Yeah, I didn't. Would you agree that's bad to make up stories? I know when you're insinuating, I certainly wasn't making up stories. Say you saw nothing isn't right either. No. Mr. Beppo, you were driving your horses. At the very least, you must have enjoyed a good view of London streets, no? Oh, you didn't even see that? It was so cold. It's fairly frozen solid. It seemed prudent. If you were traveling the last omnibus service of London's cold winter nights. Beppo! What? Hold it! Well, you didn't see anything at all? And everything you saw of the incident was through the skylight on the roof of the omnibus? That's right. It was fiercely cold that night, but the glass wasn't frosted over. Yeah, I remember I was shivering. It was so bitter. It begs the question why the pair of you were sitting on the roof deck in the first place. Well, there was this young fellow, but he couldn't enter the cabin. So now why not? I was locked from the inside. I tried knocking, but nobody opened. It was locked. That's right. It's a public use service, but for peace sake. That's not what I call fair play. Not exactly the same experience. Tried knocking, but the genocide just suited me to clear off. So I had no choice but to climb up to the roof deck and... Where would you climb up? That's true. I was looking down, I was glaring long and hard. That's precisely what I can tell you with absolute confidence that there's anyone else in that cabin. I would have noticed. Unequivocal, I would say. Depends on where they're sitting. Yeah, they wouldn't have been able to. I think it's for one thing, Mr. Fair Play. You're riding this omnibus. And witness the events in the cabin through the skylight and the floor of the upper deck. Ooh. It's a portion of cabin interior that would have been out of sight from you. It's the hat.
Objection!
Where you think?
Take that!
There's a seats on the roof facing the direction of the travel. Whereas the seats in the enclosed cabin face each other, which means the visible part of the cabin, which passengers on the roof deck can see through the skylight, as I've drawn here. That's right, my lord. As you can see, the seat opposite of one, the victim and his attacker were sitting. In other words, if someone had been sitting on that seat, it's quite possible that these winners could have been unaware.
Objection!
It's quite possible some phantom was sitting there. Your nymph needs that foreboding habit of obscuring the truth with ambiguity. I concur. In the British Court of Law, evidence is paramount. I cannot entertain this conjecture, counsel. Unless you're able to put a name to this mysterious passenger whom you elude. And my lord, the defense would like to put forward a name. You're a fool. The response was a desperate attempt by a man who has no notion of his own limitations. Toast to the hard lessons not yet learned. That night, on the night of murder, As I could finally see on the bus cam that was a screen view was.
Take that!
You didn't see him at all. McGilded? Were you talking about counsel? The name of the defendant.
Objection!
If I desecrate this chamber by smashing my hollow chalice, do you forgive my discourtesy? People talk to those tiny island nations and Far Easters have learned culture of their own, but I see they use their terms ill-advisedly. What are you trying to say? Explain terms that you assume in artless backwaters such as yourself might understand. When that bloody scene unfolded, the victim and his sailor sing side by side. Multiple witnesses have attested to this fact.
Objection!
But that premise may be wrong. If the victim really was singing beside Mr. McGilded, it creates an inconsistency that can't be reconciled in any way. Defense gloves. Both witnesses made the same testimony. They claimed that there was blood on both hands of the person sitting next to the victim.
Objection!
And we know that our guy was across from him.
Objection!
Both witnesses have maintained their stance. They clearly remember seeing blood on both hands on the assailant. Their memory of the events is incorrect and their testimony reveals the truth. It was somebody else sitting beside the victim that night that their party we have yet to identify.
Objection!
Obviously. True culprit. Whoa.
Objection! Objection!
When elaborating on this testimony, Mr. Fairplay said the two of them were wearing hats. They couldn't exactly make out their faces. Yes. Top of their heads are secured on the roof. I can see the rest of them though. That's right. Both gents were most certainly hatted. Hatters do tend to know such things. What particular styles of hat did the two gentlemen sport, Mr. First? I don't remember. Because you call yourself a freaking hat. Stuff that makes no difference. There's no third passenger in the cabin. How can you be sure? Because if there had been, the accused Mr. McGilded would undoubtedly have offered to depose the fact. Unless that is, you are proposing an even more preposterous explanation. If there was another person traveling in the enclosed cabin of the omnibus, it's conceivable that Mr. McGilded would have been unaware of it. It's clearly a simple solution to this problem. He's not an idiot. Yeah, fuck it. Yeah. That's the thing which here Mr. McGill has to say. Get the man out here! That would be illogical not to hear his testimony. Ain't something needs to be doing. Get done. Hearing what the patron of my favorite little podcast to say. Oh yes, that'd be lovely. Yes, jury says a man must be heard. Alright, let's do it. Simple and clean. Sheriff, my lord. It's not my nature to hide anything at all. Answer questions, please. Truth of the matter is, I've been desperate about this like all along. You tell yourself, or keep my mouth shut. Tell us what. The fine fellow representing me is absolutely right. The care is on the night, myself on the other man. There's another passenger. Yeah, it was me who helped the little urchin get away after it happened. You're sorry, I am. Sure you don't want to know why I said none when I was saying about the police. I'm have a very good reason. The little child was just in the wrong place in the wrong time, and not involved. What? If the police had known that we were and was on there, then they assumed that she'd done it. They followed her into her court just like himself. The young hearts and young minds are easily damaged, my lord.
Objection!
Oh. Oh, thank God. It's over, guys. Get on with our lives.
Hi there, this is TNT telling you that this video is brought to you by my streams at twitch.tv/TNT3Rays, where I stream gameplay every night. See you soon.